Okay, safety. What does it mean to feel safe? Well, I've been kind of going along Maslow's hierarchy of needs thing. So to him, safe means security of body, which means when we walk outside, we're not going to get attacked for existing. We can travel safely from home to work, from home to the grocery store, from home to the movies, from home to wherever, and get home safely. Unless you live in the city, and then you're screwed. But for the most part, security of body, most of us have that. You know, in first world countries, we're good. Security of employment. We have jobs. We feel relatively safe within our jobs. Obviously, that's not always true. You know, I work off and on. That's how it is. But I choose to prioritize my time to take care of my kids. So it is what it is. Now, if I had a full-time job with, say, I don't know, McDonald's, in the corporate things, because McDonald's is doing not so well considering people are starting to eat healthier. Yay! So if I worked for McDonald's in the marketing department and I saw that we were starting to have some issues, I might not feel safe in my job. Okay? What else? I'm trying to think of other people. The people demanding $15 for working at the counter at McDonald's. I would not feel safe for my job because it's a lot cheaper to replace people with technology at that point. I would not feel safe in my job at that point. Security of resources, clean water, decent food, not even good food, decent food, the availability of gasoline and fuel, you know, propane, if you heat your house with propane, electric, if you use electric baseboards. You know, resources is kind of a big deal. I mean, imagine living in California where you know, all the aqua stuff is just gone, you know, and you know, who cares about watering the lawn when you hope you have enough water to just wash the clothes for the week, right? I mean, imagine having fabric diapers in that situation. Bad. Very bad. Yeah, that's kind of a scarcity or resource issue, but for most of us, again, we don't really have to worry about that. We turn on the tap and water comes out. We flip the light switch, electricity goes through, and the light comes on. We're very lucky to have that. I sometimes think that we forget how lucky we are to have that. We have clean water. We have access to grocery stores that are well stocked, cleanly lit, you know, well managed. We even have a Wegmans not too far away. So yeah, resources, safety, we're good with that. The family, safety of our family. You know, Grandma works in the city. Grandma used to work in the city as a home nurse. She had gotten carjacked before. Before that point, I never really worried about her because she's a tough broad. Even at 75, Grandma is a tough broad, all right? But once that happened, everybody kind of was like, all right, Grandma, we need you to find a new job, need to retire, you need to not be doing whatever it is you were doing because we're concerned about your safety. So, you know, an issue happened, we fixed it. Thankfully, she's okay in a different job now. Yay. But for the most part, I don't worry about it. My kids are in a fantastic daycare. They have security features. They have emergency procedures. They call me whenever someone gets a boo-boo and they bleed. You know, they follow fantastic safety procedures. I feel safe with that. Safety of health. I feel relatively confident in my health. I've been having some issues, but we're starting to figure it out and straighten things out now. So I feel confident in my health. Again, we have clean water. We have good food. I have vitamins. I have allergy medication. Yay! Allergy meds. You know, I don't know what I'd do without allergy meds. But for the most part, I feel safe in that. For people that, you know, need insulin, people that need blood pressure medication, we have easy access to all of that stuff. And for the most part, you know, thanks to different health insurance stuff, it's relatively affordable. I'll leave it at relatively. But we have a safety net. We are safe in that. So when I say safe, I feel like I mean something different now. When I say safe, I mean emotionally safe. I mean, when was the last time you feel safe being yourself and not being mocked or put down, you know? Teased in a good way, that's fine. But when was the last time you felt safe to just be yourself wherever it was? Sorry, stomach. And I can honestly say I don't know. I hope that everybody is saying, well, now I feel safe now. I feel safe being myself now. And I guess I feel safe being myself now. I'm alone. So yeah, I can be a goofy goober. Yay! But, you know, there are certain situations, like, for instance, the gym, right? I just joined. I've been there about a month. Last week, I got kind of goofy because I was excited to be back. And my friend was there and we were having fun. And I was just kind of exuberant and silly and goofy. And my friend kind of teased me a little bit and I felt stupid. It's not that I wasn't safe in that environment, but I certainly have been not fully being myself because I you know, I kind of still care about other people's approval, just a little bit, okay? I feel safe around my family. You know, my kids don't care if I'm a goofy goober. You know, my dogs don't really care. You know, my folks don't really care. My sister knows how crazy I am, so I'm cool with that. You know, most of my friends, not too big a video. You know, you go outside, run around Target. I try not to be a goofy goober. But, you know, if my daughter spills half of her popcorn on the floor, I'm still going to feel like an idiot and scramble to pick it up and be like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. But I still feel safe, relatively safe. You know, no one's going to mock me. There may be an unhappy employee that has to help me clean the popcorn up. Sorry. Yeah, I'm sure that happens a lot. Dean's done that like twice now, and I'm like mortified. I'm like, I'm never buying you popcorn again, but I've learned. Tell them to only fill it halfway up. They spill a lot less. Thank God. I see stupid stuff like that, right? But I go to like the same gas station all the time. Row Farms. Yay, Rofo. And you know, I know most of the people there, and I even introduced myself to the new girl. I got a new girl, Kristen. She's super cool. She's still a little intimidated by the job, so I, you know, try to be nice, converse with her like I do with everybody else. You know, I feel safe there. You know, nobody there is judging me. It's a gas station. You buy your gas, you buy snacks, buy a lot of ticket occasionally, and that's it. You know, nobody cares enough to judge me, right? At work, everybody judges me. But that's why I don't go to the office very much. Thankfully. Yeah, work is tough. Work is tough. I don't know that I would feel safe to be myself at work very often, no. You know, we all have different levels of openness of self. You know, there's the work self where, you know, you have your few favorite coworkers that you're yourself around, and then there's like the few coworkers that you really don't like, or the boss people where you just kind of have to be happy, bouncy, everything is well, I would like a raise, you know? That sort of thing, right? And then, you know, there's just the friends that you can be complete goobers around. And then there's the friends that, like, you kind of want to impress because they're cooler than you know? And then there's siblings. Siblings you can just be complete whack jobs around. But when was the last time you felt safe to completely be yourself? Completely open, no hiding anything, you know, wacky hair, favorite plaid shirt, just be. And like, I had to think about it for a while because I had a really rough week last week and things have been kind of lately, honestly. So when I was thinking about topics last week, this one will kind of hit home because I was like, ouch, you know, I can't think of the last time I felt really safe, like emotionally. I'm able to express myself, say what I wanted to, and I was kind of like, man, I really got to change that. So I did. I spent time with my family. I was a complete goofy goober around my kids, and I felt safe and happy again. So if you are not feeling safe and happy, find a way to feel safe and happy. Build yourself a safe space. You know, I remember when I was a teenager, it's always your room, right? When you're a kid, it's under the blanket so the monsters can't get you, right? Build yourself a safe space. A lot of people have a meditation room, right? Or a craft room, or like just some little area that is yours and yours alone that can be your hidey hole, right? Build a safe space for you. Whether you decide to journal there, whether you decide to meditate there, whether you decide to hide out from the kids with the chocolate bar, no judgments. No judgments, okay? Build a safe space. If you do not feel safe, find a safe space. If you have people that you know you feel safe around, spend some time with them. If you've had a hard week, go spend time with them. You know, find a way, find a babysitter, bring the kids with you. Just find a way to feel safe, okay? You deserve that. Everybody needs that. It really is a need, a human need, okay? So don't feel so hard when you're like crazy, okay? Don't be so hard on yourself when you're crazy. Safety is imperative. If you are in a relationship where you do not feel safe, where you do not feel not judged, you know, it's different when you're a goober and they're like, okay, you're being a goober. Not, you know, that's teasing versus being sarcastic and mean. Totally different. Get up. Run. Yes, if you do not feel safe in your relationship, get out. I mean, that's literally at the bottom of the hierarchy of needs, okay? If you can't build on that, you got nothing, okay? Nothing. Yeah, things I wish I could tell my younger self. Listen. All right, so, and this is, again, one of those mental health check-ins, right? I'm having a bad week. When is the last time I felt safe? Do I need to feel safe now? Yes. If you have to ask yourself that question, yes. Find a way to give yourself the gift of that emotional and mental safety, okay? Super important, super important. I feel like all of us would feel so much less anxious and stressed and crazy if we gave ourselves this gift more often. Okay, so invest in yourself. Find a way to give yourself this gift, okay? Safety is a big one. Nobody discusses this. We need to discuss this more. Get the discussion going. Ask somebody, when is the last time you felt safe? You can be completely general about it. You don't have to be like nitpicky, deep, intense conversation, jump into it. Just open. When was the last time you felt safe? Really? What were you doing? Is that your favorite activity? You know, start a conversation. Let's start a conversation. This is important stuff, okay? Let's give ourselves permission to be open and talk about this and learn about each other, okay? I am giving you permission. Give yourself this gift. I love you guys. Anxiety is next, all right? Peace out.